Dear secondary students, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to a new lesson of English which is entitled Living Abroad. Number 1, determination. It's a noun. It means a firm motivation or decision. حسم لقرار. Let's see one example about it. We can go through our problems with faith and determination. Number 2, encouragement. It's a noun. What's meant by encouragement? It's the action of giving support to someone. تشجيع لشخص. This is example about it. Children needs lots of encouragement. Number 3, get used to. It's a verb. It means refer to something familiar or routine. يعتاد على فعل شيء بشكل روتيني. Let's see example. I get used to live in the city. That means that I get used to live in the city. أنا بعتاد على إني أعيش في المدينة. Number 4, host family. It's a noun. It means a family that provides board and allows students to stay with them for free. يعني العائلة اللي بتستضيف طلبة معهم بدون أجر. Let's see example. Staying with a host family is really interesting. Number 5, independence. It's adjective. It means someone who can depend on himself without the help of others. شخص بيعتمد على نفسه بدون مساعدة الآخرين. Let's see example. My younger sister is independent. She can stay alone at home. Number 6, pick me up. It's a verb. It means to take hold of or lift someone or something. هي معناها لو أنا بتكلم على something it means إنها بنقل شيء من مكان لتاني. لكن لو أنا بقولها with someone معناها إن أنا بوصل شخص المكان. Let's see the example. Can you please pick me up at the station? هنا معناها with someone. يبقى معناها إن أنا بطلب من حد ينقلني المكان تاني، يوصلني المكان تاني. Number 7, struggle. It's a verb. It means to try to do something which is hard. يعني بنحاول أو بنصارع نعمل شيء صعب. Struggle يعني يصارع. Let's see the example. People who left their jobs struggle to live because it's very hard for them to live without job. Let's see the exercise. Choose the correct answer. Number 1, I to sleep last night. Letter A, fight. B, struggled. C, made. D, let. Which is the correct verb here? I struggled to sleep last night. It means it was very hard for me to sleep. Okay. Number 2, don't worry, I will you up. Let's see the words. A, pick. B, take. C, lift. D, give. The correct answer is I will pick you up. I will pick you up. معناها هوصلك. Don't worry, I will pick you up. يعني هوصلك. Number 3, a or an person is confident and able to do things on his own. Let's see the words. A, dependent. B, reliance. C, unreliable. D, independent. Which is the correct word? Independent, because it means the person who can do everything alone without help. He can depend on himself. Number 4, hard work and are the gateway to success and fame. Letter A, determination. B, lift. C, reliance. D, give. Which word here is correct? Hard work and determination are the gateway to success and fame. That means العمل الجاد والقرار الحاسم البوابة للنجاح والشهرة. Let's see the reading text. Its title, The Secret Garden. The Secret Garden is a novel by Frances Hodgson Burnett. It was published in Britain in 1911. At the beginning of the book, we meet the main character, Mary Lennox. Mary was born in India and her parents were rich. When Mary is 9 years old, her parents die and Mary moves to England to live with her uncle. It is cold and very different from India, and Mary is unhappy at first. Mary opened her eyes on that first morning because a maid had come into her room. "Are you my servant?" she asked. "I am Mrs. Medlock's servant, and she is Mr. Craven's servant," replied Martha, the maid. "Are you going outside today?" Mary looked around her. There was nothing to do in the bedroom. "Who will go with me?" Mary asked. "You can be independent and go out by yourself." "My brother is always exploring on his own," said Martha. "There are some gardens, but it is winter, so nothing is growing now." "Oh, now Mrs. Medlock's bell is ringing. I must go." A short time later, Mary was in the gardens when she came across a small bird singing in some trees behind a wall. When she asked an old gardener about the bird, he whistled and the bird flew to him. "He was lonely and we became friends," the old man explained. "I am lonely," said Mary. "I don't know anyone in England." "I am sure you will struggle at first, but you will get used to the people here soon," said the gardener. Suddenly, the small bird started singing. "Why is he doing that?" she asked. "I think he has decided to be your friend too," answered the gardener. Okay, now we have finished the text. Let's answer these questions. Number 1. Which two people does Mary talk to? We have two people at the text that Mary talked to. Do you know who are these people? The gardener and Martha. Yes. Number 2. Which creature wants to be Mary's friend? The answer is the bird. Yes, the bird. Number 3. How do you think Mary's feeling and why? In the beginning, she was lonely, but at the end, she was happy. Why she was happy? Because she had a friend. Her friend was the bird. Number 4. What big differences do you think Mary finds between life in India and life in England? In India, she felt lonely, but in England, she lived with her parents. We have our lesson today about the present continuous tense, زمن المضارع المستمر. When can we use the present continuous tense? بنستخدمه إمتى؟ Number 1, it expresses something that is happening at the same time of speaking. Number 2, it is used also to express an action that is happening at a specific time in the future. زمن المضارع المستمر بيستخدم للتعبير عن حدث بيحصل دلوقتي في الوقت الحالي، في الوقت اللي احنا بنتكلم فيه. يعني أنا لو بعمل action دلوقتي يبقى هستخدم ال present continuous tense. الاستخدام التاني ليه إني بعبر عن حاجة هتحصل في المستقبل بس في وقت معين، أنا مخططة لها في وقت معين. Let's see the keywords. What's meant by keywords? Keywords يعني الكلمات اللي لما نشوفها نعرف إن احنا هنستخدم ال present continuous tense. Look, listen, now, at the moment, at the present. Let's see the form of the present continuous tense. يعني إيه form؟ يعني إزاي بنكون الفعل. If it is active, we have am or is or are plus verb plus ing. Active معناها المبني للمعلوم. يعني إحنا بنقول السبجكت وبعدين الverb وبعدين الobject. Let's see an example. He is reading a book. عندنا هنا is بعدها الverb plus ing. If we have the passive, what's meant by passive؟ المبني للمجهول، يعني بنبدأ الجملة بالobject not the subject. الفورم هتكون am or is or are plus verb plus being plus past participle. past participle يعني التصريف الثالث للفعل. Let's see an example. A book is being read by him. هنا we started with the object اللي هو book اللي هو المفعول عشان الجملة passive مبني للمجهول. Let's see some examples here about the present continuous tense. Number 1, I am reading at the moment. Here we have the keyword at the moment. Okay? Number 2, he is playing now. The keyword now. Number 3, look, they are doing their homework. The keyword look. These are the keywords. احنا لما بنشوف الكeywords ديت نعرف ان احنا نستخدم ال present continuous tense. We have a note here. Some verbs we can't use it in the present continuous tense. يعني في verbs ما ينفعش نستخدمها في ال present continuous tense. اسمها verbs of senses and feeling. Okay? Let's see these verbs. Like what? See, feel, like, love, hate, seem, wish, need, look. If we see any one of these verbs, we can't use it in the present continuous tense. طيب لو شفنا الverbs ديت بنستخدمها في ايه؟ لازم نستخدمها في ال present simple tense, not the present continuous. بنستخدمها في المضارع البسيط. For example, he feels happy. ما ينفعش أقول he is feeling happy. He feels happy. Here we use the present simple tense. Okay? Not the present continuous. Number 2, she looks angry. It's also stative verb. So we use it in the present simple tense. ما ينفعش نقول she is looking angry. She looks angry. Number 3, we are loving our teacher. Is it right or wrong? It's wrong. We say we love our teacher because we can't use it in the present continuous tense. These verbs are called the stative verbs. الverbs دي كلها اسمها the stative verbs اللي هي بنستخدمها في ال present simple only, not the present continuous tense. ال stative verbs ديت هي اللي بنعبر بيها عن المشاعر وعن الحواس بتاعتنا. This is exercise about the present continuous tense. Choose the correct answer. Number 1, they at the balcony and watching the traffic. Sit or are sitting or have sit or had sit. The correct answer is are sitting because it's action that's happening now at the same time of speaking. Number 2, John to England tomorrow. Travels or is traveling or traveled. The answer is traveling. Number 3, look, a man after the tram. He wants to eat. We have at the first sentence run or is running or ran. The first sentence we have the keyword look, so we use the present continuous. So the answer is running. He wants to eat, catch or caught or is catching. We have to, so what can we use after to? We use the infinitive. What is the infinitive here? Catch. استخدمنا هنا catch عشان عندنا to. دايما to بيجي بعدها ال infinitive of the verb. Number 4, I see that your best clothes. Wear or are wearing or wears. The answer is are wearing. Number 5, I an exercise at this moment. Do or am doing or done. We have here the key word of the present continuous tense. So we use am doing. Number 6, that I know how to use it now. Think or am thinking or thinks. Here we have the key word now, but at the same time we have stative verb think. stative verbs اللي قلنا إنها ما ينفعش نستخدمها في present continuous tense. So the correct answer is think, not I am thinking, because it's a stative verb. Speaking. Work in pairs. Ask and answer questions. Here we have some questions. We are going to answer it. What are you doing now? Can you tell me what are you doing now? We want to answer this question using the present continuous tense. For example, I can say, I am reading a book now. Number 2. What are you doing on Friday this week? Think, what are you going to do on this Friday? For example, I can say, I am visiting my grandparents. Number 3. What are you doing this evening? I can say, I am watching a film. In all these sentences, we are using the present continuous tense. Number 4. What are you always do that annoys other people? I am shouting, so this makes other people annoying. Number 5. What are you having for dinner? What are you having for dinner? I am having meat and rice. Now we have come to the end of this lesson. Thank you so much. See you later in the next lesson.